If you're an artist, photographer, designer, or anything creative, then you know having a good portfolio is extremely important for your business. There are so many solutions out there for creating a portfolio website, but using WordPress is a no-brainer because it has so much flexibility, customizability, and it's really easy to use. I'm going to walk you through all of the steps you need to take to create a stunning portfolio using WordPress and Divi. Now, there will be a companion article that you can check out. It's going to be in the video description below. It'll walk through all these steps for you as well, so you can follow along with that. And also, feel free to pause the video at any time, go back to any steps that you missed, and check out that blog article if you want some written in-depth instruction. So again, I mentioned WordPress is one of the best ways to create a portfolio website for a lot of reasons. WordPress is the most popular content management system in the world. There are plenty of reasons you want to use it to create a portfolio site, with the main reason being so many options. Again, I'm going to reference our blog because we have some awesome how-to articles and a lot of product reviews for those who are just starting out, and plenty of other resources to help you get up to speed. One of the best things about WordPress though is the amount of themes out there that you can use to start building your website. Your theme is really going to set the tone for the look and feel of your website, and starting with a good, powerful theme is extremely important. Most premium themes out there, such as Divi, offer a drag and drop page builder as well, along with tons of design modules and responsive design. Something else though that makes Divi stand apart is Divi AI, which allows you to use the power of AI to generate text, images, code, and even full web pages. Now let's jump right into it, and the first thing we need to do is choose a domain registrar. Now, when you are looking at all the different domain registrars out there, it's important to find one that's reputable, and Namecheap is an excellent option for this. They also offer top-level domains for as little as $10 a year. Now, when you are searching, try to think of a name that resonates with your brand, website, or business name. It's extremely easy to use Namecheap as well. All you have to do is start typing in a name for your website, and it can help guide you with this process. So for instance, if we were trying to make a website for a Divi portfolio, we could type that in and hit search. What's awesome about Namecheap is it'll show you domains that are similar that are available if the one that you want isn't. And you can also always search for something else as well. So for instance, if Divi portfolio wasn't available, maybe I wanted to try Divi photography portfolio or something along the lines. This is just an example. And it'll show you all the ones that are available. We can see that DiviPhotographyPortfolio.com is available. And also it's going to give us a bunch of different options as well. There are a lot of different extensions that you can use, and some of these can be really fun and handy depending on your site. So for instance, if you had an art website, you could use something like .art instead of a .com if you wanted to, and it's just an option that you have with Namecheap. When you find one you like, all you have to do is hit add to cart, and what's really awesome is you can add as many to your cart as you want and check them all at the same time. So if I wanted to add DiviPhotographyPortfolio.com as well as .art, I could add those to my cart, view my items, and then I can check them all out at the same time. Something else to think about is if you're struggling to come up with a good domain name, you can actually use AI to help you with this process as well. You could use something like ChatGPT to help you brainstorm ideas for your website when you're coming up with a good name. Now, once you have your domain name figured out, now we need to look into hosting options. Now, a good hosting provider is essential to having a great WordPress site, and one that we really recommend is SiteGround. SiteGround is super easy to use, has great pricing options, and even has the option to have WordPress pre-installed for you to take a lot of the work out of the process of setting up a website. We'll jump over into SiteGround real quick and I'll show you just how easy it is to use. SiteGround has tons of amazing features, and as I mentioned, has really good pricing options as well. So if we wanted to, for instance, we could go up here to the menu where there's a WordPress hosting options, click this, and we can see specific WordPress hosting options available. Down here we can see a lot of different hosting plans, everything from the startup, Grow Big, and Go Geek services. And you can compare these super easily on their site. The Grow Big plan is one that's highly recommended and has a lot of great values, such as getting you 20 gigabytes of web space, unlimited websites, it even comes with a free domain, and a lot of great features such as daily backup, free SSL, and even free email. If you go down here to where you can compare WordPress plans, you can see all of the options that they have and easily compare them next to each other between the startup, Grow Big, and Go Geek plans. So you can see, for instance, web space is different between the three, and the amount of websites hosted as well, as long as other features that may be important to you depending on your business needs. Something else is they all offer 24/7 amazing tech support should something go wrong with your website, which is really nice to have. So after you have a plan purchased with SiteGround, installing WordPress is extremely easy. So once you're logged into SiteGround, we're just going to go up here to our websites, and then all I'm going to do is go and add a new website. And then from here, it's really easy to use. This is where we choose our domain options. If you want a new domain, you can select this to get a new domain. If you've already purchased one through something like Namecheap like we talked about earlier, you can select this, or you even have the option to create a temporary domain, which lets you work with a free temporary domain now, and then you can change it later after you get a new domain. So here, for instance, if we already had our domain purchased, we can hit this, type in our domain and hit continue. For this demonstration, I'll just use a temporary domain though, and then we'll hit continue. Now we have the options for adding our new site. We can either start a new website here by selecting this, or if you have an existing project, you can transfer it using the migrate website here. So I'll hit select a new website, and from here, we're going to select WordPress. You do have options for WordPress and WooCommerce, and also Weebly if you wanted to, but we're going to use WordPress today. Then we're going to create our login details here. You'll type in your email address and your password, and then we'll hit continue. I know you may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that easy, and honestly, it is. That's one of the great things about SiteGround is just how quickly you can set up a WordPress site using your hosting provider. So now we need to purchase and install Divi, and that's also super easy to do, and I'll walk you through it here. So first, we're going to navigate to the Elegant Themes website, and once we're here, we can check out the pricing up here in the top right. Over here, we can see underneath my good friend Matt, we have our pricing for Divi and Divi Pro. With this, you can purchase either the standalone theme for yourself for only $89 a year, or you can look into Divi Pro, which includes the entire suite of Elegant Themes products. This includes Divi, Divi Cloud, Divi Teams, and Divi VIP. You can also compare here all of the differences between the two, so you can see Divi Cloud, Divi VIP, and Divi Teams as well over here. Rest assured though, both do come with 24/7 premium support, so again, if something ever goes wrong, we have your back. Again, I'm going to call out that blog article. If you need a little more help deciding which plan is right for you, check out that blog article again in the video description. It'll have a little more information on both these plans. So now once you've decided which plan is right for you and you've made a purchase, we're going to head over to our members area. So over here under our account, we can click that to go to our members area. And you can see that right here. And you can see all of your products that you have available. Now, since we've already purchased Divi, all we need to do is click download the Divi theme here, and it's going to automatically download it for us. Even more convenient as well is there's some how-to help articles right here if you need some more help as well. So if you need help using the Divi builder or installing it, or things like using the library, you can click these helpful articles and it'll take you there. So for instance, if you want a little more help installing Divi, I could click this, and it'll give you It'll give you excellent documentation walking you through exactly how to install the Divi theme. You can see it's a nice step-by-step way to do this, and that way you can take your own time, work at your own pace, and make sure you don't miss any steps. Now, the other thing we want to do while we're in our members area is go back to our account, and what we're going to do is go to our username and API keys. To ensure Divi is always kept up to date, you're going to need an API key, and we're going to need this for when we're installing Divi here in a moment, so it's smart to just do this and have this information ready ahead of time. Here you need to create your account username and make sure that this is up to date. And then all we need to do is generate a new API key here. So I'll click this, it'll generate us an API key. And then something else really smart to do is to give it a label so you know what it is. So for this, I can type in SiteGround so we can know that this is our API key for our SiteGround instance that we're installing Divi onto. And we'll just want to make sure that we have this information readily available when we're installing Divi. So now what I want to do is jump back over to SiteGround and launch our WordPress dashboard. So here we're back in SiteGround, and now that we have our site created from earlier, I'm going to go ahead and click Login as Admin to access our WordPress admin. This will run us through a nice wizard to help us create our website and to get us on our way, or you can exit the wizard at any time if you just want to go to our dashboard. So I'm going to exit the wizard just to take us to our WordPress dashboard. So now we're ready to install Divi. So I'm going to go over to where there's Appearance over on the left side here and go to Themes. And then I'm going to add a new theme. Up at the top here, what I want to do is click Upload Theme so that I can upload Divi. And then I just need to choose the file. Here you'll select the zip that you downloaded for Divi. It'll by default be named divi.zip, and then I'll click Install Now. Once Divi is installed, we just need to click the Activate button in order to make it live. So I'll go ahead and do that now. And now we can see that Divi's been installed and we have it active as our theme. Now the next thing we need to do is activate it with that API key we generated earlier. So this is super easy to do. I'm going to go over to Divi on our sidebar here, and then you'll want to go to Theme Options. On our top navigation bar, we can go over to Updates, and this is where we're going to put in our username and the API key we got from before. I'm going to do this now, and then I'll click Save Changes. Once this is in, I'll click Save, and now you can see our API key's been updated. Now once that's all done, it's time to create our pages. So we're going to need several pages for our portfolio site, including things like an About section, our portfolio itself, contact pages, and so forth. And to do this, it's pretty simple. For this, I'm going to navigate to our sidebar where it says Pages, and I'm going to add pages here. So For the first page, I'm going to click Add New Page. The first thing we want to do is give our page a title. So we'll make this our home page or whatever you want it to be. And I'm going to click Use the Divi Builder. So once you're here, you have a few options that you can do. We can either build it from scratch, you can use a pre-made layout, or you can even build it with AI. So for this demonstration, I'm going to build this first page using Divi AI just so you can see how easy and powerful it is to use. So I'm going to go over here and click Generate Layout using Divi AI. This is super easy. All we need to do is describe the page we want it to create and tell it a little bit about our website. So I'm going to tell it to create a home page for a photography portfolio website. We're going to give it a large hero section with a background image and a call to action with a button. We're going to add a portfolio gallery, a customer testimonial section, and a featured work section. We also want to include a footer with a sitemap, social links, and a copyright statement. So now we'll just describe our website a little bit. So I'll say Ethan Mills is a photographer who specializes in special photographic memories. They provide photography services for weddings, family reunions, baby photos, and pet photos. We also have some more options if we want to customize our font and colors. We can either choose these if we know exactly what we want. So if we have specific heading fonts that we want, body fonts, body font colors, heading font colors, and so forth, we can tell it what we want, or we can roll the dice and let AI choose, which is what I'm going to do today. So let's do the generate layout and we'll let Divi AI work its magic. So it'll take a few moments here to generate our layout and then we'll be ready to start creating. So here we can see the layout that it's created for us. So it's given us a header section. It's written us some text as well. So you can see it's got capturing life's most precious moments, the name of my photography company, a little tagline here. We've got a button for our portfolio. We can see an image gallery that it's created. And of course, this is all just placeholders, text, and images, which we'll be editing in a moment. But just for a general layout, this is what we have. We have a customer testimonial section, which is super awesome. Some more information about our services that we have. Since we told that we did weddings, family reunions, baby photos, and pet photos, it's got sections for those. And then we have our bottom section here where we can stay connected, and we can customize this again to our heart's content. Now, once the page is generated up here in the top right, where it says, how did this look? If you want, you can save the fonts and colors you're using to our layouts, so we can use those for pages we create in the future. So I'll just go ahead and for this demonstration, I'll click yes, please, and then it'll save that info. So now that our page is created, we can start customizing it using Divi's Visual Builder. Editing content with Divi is extremely easy and one of the things that really sets it apart from the competition. When you want to change any text on your site, it's as easy as clicking where you want to type and then start typing. So if I wanted to change this to elegant photos, you also have a ton of options available as well on any of your modules, whether it be a text module like this or an image module anywhere on your site. If you want to bring up all the settings that you have on any given module, all you need to do is go to the module itself and click this gear icon to bring up the module settings. This will bring up your settings and you can drag it anywhere on your site. You can enlarge it, make it smaller, and you also can pin it to your sidebar, which I like to do to make it a little easier to work with. So I'm going to pin this to the sidebar, and then we can see all of our module settings that we have. You can see this is a text module, and we have a lot of different text settings that we can change. We can make text edits here, where we can type things in, we can adjust anything that we want. We also have a lot of design options as well. We can change anything from the font to the font weight, text color, your text size. You can even change it to have different text size depending on your device you're using, whether it be desktop, tablet, phone, etc. And you can see you have a lot of other options as well. We have things we could do for sizing, spacing, border, box shadow, filters, and so much more. You also have a lot of advanced options as well, where you can customize things like using custom CSS, different transitions, positions, and so much more. Now, something else super awesome that we can do is we can use the power of Divi AI to help us create all of our content that we want as well. So if, for instance, I wanted to change this little tagline of transforming your special events into timeless memories with stunning photography, that's decent, but let's say I wanted to make it a little better. So I'll open up the module settings again, like I showed you how to do before. And over here, we can click the AI button to use the power of Divi AI to help us write our copy. So when I click this, we have a lot of options. You can see we can either write or improve with AI, and we have a lot of other options, such as being able to lengthen it, shorten it, simplify it, and so on and so forth. But for this, I'm going to just go ahead and write with AI. Here we tell it what kind of content we're going to be doing. So for this, I'm going to make it into a title instead of a paragraph, and then we just tell it what we want it to be about. So for this, I'll say it's a captivating tagline about our photography services. And then we have some other options here. So we can have added context, either using the page content, section content, module content, or no context at all. So we have those options right here. And I'm going to use this page content since we want this to be about our photography page. And we want to go ahead and use that context. There's also some more options down here where you can change the tone of voice. If there's any specific must-use keywords that you want it to use, you can put those in here. And if you have content length that you want it to abide by, you can do that down here as well. So if you have an exact content length you want to use, a maximum, at least, or about, you can change that all here. And you can do it for number of words, characters, sentences, paragraphs, or list items. You can even change the language of the prompt as well, if that's something you want to do. For this, I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm just going to leave all of these alone. And I'm going to go ahead and generate this to see what it comes up with. So the first one I came up with is unforgettable moments captured beautifully. If I liked it, I can click use this text. If it's not what we want, we can click retry. And we also have options here to improve it if we want. And these are like the ones I showed you before, where you can lengthen it, shorten it, simplify it, so on and so forth. But if I'm happy with it, I'm just going to go ahead and hit use this text. So you can see it automatically puts it in, and we have unforgettable moments captured beautifully. You can do this with any of your text modules anywhere on your site. So once I'm happy with that, I'll click save, and you can see it automatically saves it for us. Now, Divi AI doesn't stop at just text. We can also use it to create stunning images as well. So you can do this with any image on your site, and it's similar to working with the text, to where all I need to do is click the gear icon to bring the module settings up. We're going to go over where it has the image, and I'm going to click AI to bring up all of our AI image settings. So we have options to generate, we can edit it with AI, we can change the style, we can upscale it, and so on and so forth. But for this, I'm just going to generate this with AI. Similar to working with text, all we need to do is tell it what we want it to create, and then also we can choose a photo style. There are 12 image styles to choose from currently. We can do anything from a photo to a digital painting, to a 3D render, to a drawing, and so much other options. For this, I'm just going to do a photo, and then I'll tell it what I want it to create. We'll create an image of an exterior photo of a house in a beautiful country landscape. And then we have some more options as well. We can change our aspect ratio if you know what you want it to be. Anything from a landscape, portrait, or square. So for this, I'm going to use a landscape. And then if you know the exact size you want to do, you can do that as well. But for this, I'm just going to generate the image. It'll take a couple moments, and then Divi AI is going to generate us an image based on our prompt that we gave it. So here's the images that it created, and similar to with the text, if we like it, we can select the one we like, and we can click use this image. If one is close, but it's not quite there, we can click one, and we can generate more photos like this one. And if they're not close at all, we can click generate more. But let's say this one is pretty close, but we wanted to make a couple changes. I can click generate more like this, and it's going to use that as a reference image to create 3 more images for us. So here you can see it gave us a few more images close to the one that we had before. And once we're happy with it, we can select one and click use this image. It'll automatically put it in for us, and once we're happy with it, we can click save. As you can see, this is super powerful, especially when it goes to creating the bare bones of your website, for helping you create awesome copy and really good images without you having to go and search the internet. And you also get to do this right inside of your builder without tabbing out to a bunch of different pages. Now for your images as well, if you don't want to use Divi AI and you have your own content, especially since this is a portfolio website, to change the photos and add in your own content, all you need to do is go to the module settings like before, go over to where it has the image, and then click the settings icon. And here you can choose your image that you want to put in. Here you can select files to upload, and any of the images you've already uploaded will go in your media library. So you can select whichever ones you have. It'll give you your information about it, and then you can click upload an image to put it into your site. And then you just need to go through and customize this for all of your own information for your site to start creating a very beautiful portfolio super easily. Now, another awesome thing about WordPress is you have the option for a lot of different plugins and integrations to enhance the functionality of your site. These can be anything from SEO plugins to form plugins, plugins that help you speed up your website, and so much more. I'll give you a few recommendations to help you get going for some really common, awesome plugins that you can use. If you want an excellent SEO plugin, a great choice is Rank Math. Rank Math is one of the most powerful ways to get the best WordPress SEO tools added to your website. It's a search engine optimization plugin for WordPress that makes it easy for anyone to optimize your content with built-in suggestions based on widely accepted best practices. With it, you can easily customize important SEO settings, control which pages are indexable, and how you want your website to appear in search and structured data. Something also exciting is that they've been introducing AI capabilities that can help you with content creation and other SEO tasks. And it's a free plugin with some excellent pro features that start at just $129 per year. Now, if you're looking for an awesome marketing plugin, one you might want to check out is FunnelKit, which allows you to create data-driven landing pages. The FunnelKit funnel builder for WordPress and WooCommerce is the perfect solution for businesses looking to capture maximum ROI on their e-commerce stores. With pre-made funnel templates, a smart rules engine, and powerful store analytics, the FunnelKit funnel builder makes it easy to create and optimize marketing campaigns that drive conversions and especially sales. It also offers a free limited version that you can try out, and they offer pro features starting at just $99.50 per year. If you're looking for a way to improve your website security, a plugin you might want to check out is WP Activity Log. With WP Activity Log, you can leverage comprehensive activity monitoring to heighten your site's security. This tool can be particularly helpful if you manage a network of sites, making it a useful multi-site plugin. For example, if you manage a team of users, having an easy way to monitor their activity can help you keep your site protected from malicious behavior. This is a powerful tool that offers a lot of security benefits, and they offer a free version with premium plans starting at just $99 per year. So as you can see, using Divi with WordPress is the ultimate way to create an amazing portfolio website super quickly and easily to showcase your work to the world. Now again, if you want a little more in-depth information on everything we talked about, go down into the video description below. There I'm going to leave that blog article you can check out. That way you can follow through, and if there's any steps that you missed, you can see exactly how we did that. Our blog offers a wealth of resources for you to check out. It even goes more into depth on some more plugins that you might want to use and gives you all of the information you need to create a stunning portfolio for your needs. Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Before you go though, make sure you check out some of our other content, and I'll see you in the next one.